Okay, today we are going to see the neural networks. First, what I will give basic introduction to ANN. Then after that, before that, we will see what is a biological neural network and structure of biological neural network. How we have moved from BNN to ANN. Okay, how we are replaced BNN with the ANN. Then after that, we will see logic gate designs. Then single layer and multi-layer architectures we will see. Then after that, we will see few examples. Okay, so already last time we have discussed neural networks is a part of soft computing and it is a part of artificial intelligence. Already we know that. So now, so what is an artificial intelligence? It has the ability to learn, understand and apply for the new systems. It will act as like a humans. So here the artificial intelligence the programs has the ability to learn and reason like humans. So under artificial intelligence, we have machine learning. What it says, so algorithms with the ability to learn without explicitly programmed. That means we are training our machine with the help of soft computing techniques, either through the neural networks or fuzzy logic or some other methodologies. And now deep learning neural network it is purely based on neural network modelings. Okay, deep learning is a subpart of soft computing, and the soft computing is a part of machine learning, and machine learning is a part of artificial intelligence. The entire thing comes under the umbrella of AI. Hope it is clear. So now, when you consider any system, last time I already told you, if you have the information with you, data, if you have a model with you, then we will train our model, or we will do the learning process through the training. Then we will apply for different applications. We will see the output value. If output is desired target and actual output is mapping, then no issue. If it is not mapping, we will go for the feedback system. Okay, and we will train the network till the error nullifies. Okay, so these things I have already discussed. Now, neural networks is a part of, as I told you, is a soft computing. Now, first, what is a neural network? Now, coming to the topic. So, what is a neural network? So, neural network it is a parallel distributed network which is made up of neural elements, and it has the ability to learn, understand, and they acquire the knowledge and make it available to use. That means it learns the data from the environment and stores it, and whenever it requires, it will try to give. Okay, so how the data structure of the neuron is, as you know that there is a cell body, this is a soma. From there are dendrites will be there, long cylindrical, here there is a tree-like structure. The tree-like structure is called the dendrites, and cell body, this nucleus is called soma, and there is a long cylindrical path which is called the axon, and there is a connection between two neurons is called synapses. If you want to connect in between two neurons, it is called synapses. In our human body, generally 10 power 11 neurons are there, 10 power 4 connections are there, and total 10 power 11 interconnections are there. Once again, I am repeating, there is a cell body is there, which is nothing but a node, and there are dendrites, tree-like structure, and there is axon, long cylindrical path is there, that is called axon, and in between two neurons connection is called synapses. Okay. Now, coming to the BNN. So we have generally we are replacing the BNN with ANN. So what was BNN? Biological neural network is nothing but a human body. What it consists of actually? Actually, it consists of basically three parts are there and two connections are there. One is sensory organs. Second one is central nervous system. Third one is motor organs. What is meant by sensory organs? These are nothing but the receptors. What is receptors? These are acts as the inputs. It acts as input neurons, which take the data from the environment. That's what I told you, neural networks will learn the data. So the learning is nothing but which are the receptors. Sensory organs are the receptors which takes the data. After learning, what you are doing, we are storing the data. The storing purpose, we are using central nervous system. After storing, what we are doing, once the application, any query comes, we are making it available for use. For that one, we are using motor organs. What is nothing but motor organs? These are effectors or output neurons. So neural network is nothing but it is a parallel distributed network which learns the data from the environment through the sensory organs and stores the data with the help of central nervous system and gives through the motor organs or make it available through the motor organs. Now, suppose there are two feedbacks will be there. One is internal feedback, one is external feedback. Internal feedback is used for continuous process, and external feedback is used for whenever the interrupt comes, external feedback can be considered. So how it will be, generally one example I will give you and I will move ahead. Suppose if you feel you are writing the examination. So once you go to the examination session, what will happen? So first you will read the question paper through the sensory organs, which is nothing but with the eyes, you will read the questions. The entire semester you have prepared, the data is stored in your central nervous system. So what we will do, now, from the sensory organs, you will read, these are the inputs. Then from the central nervous system, this query will be sent to the central nervous system. So best suited answer will be given to the motor organs. Here, motor organs will be hands. With the internal feedback, we are writing the exam. Suppose if you forget, if you have a doubt, then what will happen? Again, you will go back to what you have written. So for that one, you need your eyes. Then with the sensory organs, again, interrupt comes, you will go and continue the process. So hope you understand. So sensory organs is nothing but once you attend any exam, first you will read the question paper, then signal will be sent to the central nervous system brain. The brain will select the best answer. Through the hands, you are writing the exam. Suddenly, if you have any interrupt, then again you are sensing through the eyes, then you are continuing a process. Suppose one more example, suppose you feel you are right, you have attended an interview. The interviewer will be asking you a query. Once interviewer is asking the query, what we will see, we will listen the questions through the ears. Then after listening from the central nervous system, then you are answering through the mouth, you are answering. Suppose if there is an interrupt, someone interrupts you, then what will happen? Again, you need to hear. If interrupt comes, you will hear and you will continue the process. Otherwise, so for continuous process, internal feedback, for any interrupts, external feedback. I hope you understand. So sensory organs will learn the data through the central nervous system, will store the data through the motor organs. We will give the output value either in a continuous process, or if any interrupt comes through the external feedback also we are doing. Now what we are doing, same thing, we are replacing BNN with ANN. How it can be replaced? So now the sensory organs, now inputs are replaced with input neurons, X1, X2, Xn, and so on. So here we can see like there are, here if you observe, there are 10 power 11 neurons are there. Out of 10 power 11 neurons, what are there? There are different groups of the neurons will be there. What it will do? So few will work for smell, few will work for hearing, few will work for the sensing, few will work for the visibility. So there are groups of neurons work for several applications. So X1 belongs to one application which has the weight W1. X2 neuron, there are bunch of neurons which has the weight of, the strength of second neuron is W2. The strength of the third neuron is W3. What is nothing but weight. The strength of the nth neuron is Wn. Try to understand, there are n number of neurons are there. Each neuron have individual value. It may be V1 and its strength is W1 weight. X2 neuron with a weight W2, X3 neuron with a W3. Now here you see, now what we are doing, this is the first neuron which has the strength of W1. The second neuron which has the strength of W2. And third neuron, fourth neuron, all the neurons, similar neurons will be connected together. And if any query is asked, you will think once, you will get the data. If you feel what you are going to answer is correct, if you feel it is greater than the threshold, if you feel, then only output we will deliver. In the same way, now what we will do, we will acquire the knowledge, we will get the data from different fields, then summation we will do. It's nothing but X1 W1 plus X2 W2, X3 W3, and so on, Xn W1. After summation, this net value will compare with the threshold function. If net is greater than theta, then output will be delivered. If net is less than theta, output will be 0. I hope I'm clear. We are collecting the data. These are the input neurons. We are collecting the data from different neurons with a different strengths, W1, W2, W3, and so on, Wn. The collective computation we are doing, summation function. This collective computation net value is greater than the threshold function, then output will be generated. In the same way, if any query is asked to you, then you will collect the information. If you feel collected information is correct, then what will happen? We will deliver the output. Otherwise, we will keep quiet. So now here I want to just show how it is interrelated, how we are replacing. So here I will show you one basic diagram. This is a structure of typical neuron. That's what I have shown you. Nucleus, and the dendrites, the axon, and next one more neuron will be there. Connection will be of synapses. Now what we are doing, we have replaced with inputs with a weights, and there is a weight function, the summation function, activation function, output we are delivering. Now how these two are interrelated? We see here soma is there, or it's nothing but cell body is replaced with nodes. These cells are nothing but nodes. Try to understand, this cell is one node, second cell will be second node, third cell will be third node. So in the same way, there are n nodes are there. Soma is nothing but node. Now these dendrites are there, tree-like structure, it's nothing but the inputs. Now synapses is nothing but weights or interconnections. Then axon is nothing but output neuron. Okay, that interconnections weights will come in the later. Now in the same way, this is with respect to just typical structure. With respect to BNN, if I want to compare, receptors are nothing but input neurons. That means the sensory organs are nothing but input, motor organs are output, central nervous system is sigmoidal with activation function. Am I clear? These are input neurons, these are output neurons. Central nervous system consists of the summation block as well as threshold function, and there is a feedback will be there. Now you see same way here I want to show you. Receptors is nothing but sensory organs are of input layer, neuron processing element will be there, effectors are nothing but output layer, and central nervous system is the entire processing element. Okay, now why we have considered artificial neural network? Even computer can do its process. The why we have moved, there are some differences are there in compared to computers and brain. So just within a minute I will complete. If we consider the speed, brain has some few milliseconds execution time it will take. Suppose if I want to execute any program for a human brain, if it takes milliseconds, same execution, same application, computer will take completing within nanoseconds. Computers are faster than the human brain. If you do the processing, actually the human brain can do several processing. That means parallel processing can be done. Simultaneously, you can do multiple operations. In that aspect, what will happen? The efficiency will be sometimes may be good, sometimes due to parallel processing, efficiency will be reduced. Now, while I'm speaking, someone may be listening, someone will be seeing here and there. Okay, so there are parallel operations if you are doing, definitely what will happen? The efficiency will be less. Coming to the computers, strictly sometimes parallel operation it can be done. Mostly it depends upon if-then rules. You can say strictly sequential generally. So it will do on if-then else rules. Once if instruction is completed, then or after that it will go for else, if-then else. So strictly sequential, but here parallel. So because of that, it gives the efficiency more. Coming to the size and complexity, human body, if you consider, as I told you, 10 power 11 neurons, 10 power 4 connection, 10 power 15 interconnections. So the brain has the complexity is little bit higher and compared to the computers. Now coming to the storage capacity, if suppose human body at the early stages of our birth, we have learned numbers. Now we are dealing with networks. So we didn't forget the numbers. Now we are updating the knowledge day by day. But whereas computers, it has the storage slot will be there. Beyond that limit, 64 dB is there, or 8 TB is there. So or 8 GB. Suppose if you consider anything beyond that limit, you can't store the data. But human body, there is no restriction at all. There is an updation, there is an adaptation. Okay, so without destroying the old data, we are inserting the data, we are adjusting the data in the neural microcircuits. Try to understand, in the human body we are adjusting the data, we are not replacing. Suppose if I have considered a pen drive of 64 GB, already some data is there. If I want to add some new data, it is strictly replaceable, it is not adjustable. So that is the reason we are going with ANN networks or neural networks rather than considering the computers. Now we have again BNN is there, ANN is there. So compared to the computers, neural networks are better. Whereas if you consider BNN and ANN, which one is the better one? You see, processing wise, ANN is parallel processing, even humans also parallel processing. But if you consider ANN network, it is faster network. If you consider size, Actually 10 power 11 neurons, 10 power 4 connections, as I said, 10 power 15 interconnections are there. Whereas if I consider ANN, same work can be completed within 10 power 2 neurons, nodes. No need of thousands of nodes. The learning is, we can tolerate the data. I can say like even human brain can, it is tolerant with the noise. Suppose if you give any some circle I had given with a little bit noise is there, I can say the shape. So we are tolerant with the noise. Even some data is missing, the humans can understand. Sometimes what will happen, ANN structure, it is very precise and it is very certain data. Sometimes okay, it can deal with the tolerance if you train properly. Sometimes ANN need some proper guidance is required. Now coming to the fault tolerance, humans are fault tolerant. It is also capable, but it need the more expertising. Coming to the storage capacity, yes, humans can store the data in the synapses. So here it stores in the memory location, that's it. So both are almost same, but compared to BNN, ANN gives the better answer. That's the reason we are moving to ANN structures. Now, here as we have seen, if net is greater than the activation function, output will be generated. Net is less than activation function, output will be not generated. Same neural network can be applied to different applications by changing the theta value. Reason is, if you see, silicon or germanium, if you consider, the activation values will be, one is of 0.3, one is of different values will be there. So if I consider the threshold functions, based on your application, the threshold activation functions can be changed. There are different activation functions are there. What is that? One is unit step function. Whenever the output is above 0, it will be activated, output will be generated. But if I consider signum function, unit step function is 0 and above only. But whereas signum function, it deals with -1 to +1. And one more is the threshold function is there. I forgot to give here. In the threshold function, if it fires at particular angle, it is not unit value, it is a shifted value with a delay. Here it will be considered. If I consider threshold function, if it is 1, if it is greater than theta, less than theta, it will be 0. Okay. And linear connections we will consider. Even piecewise linear can be considered. Sigmoidal, unipolar sigmoidal, and bipolar sigmoidal can be considered. Based on different applications, we are applying different activation functions. So by changing activation functions, by changing the weight values, we can consider, it can be used for different applications. Same network you are having, by changing W1, W2, theta 1, theta 2 values, it can be applied for different application. I will show you that relation also. Now you are considering ANN, but here there are different strategies are there. So in the machine learning, you may call it as machine learning or neural networks. Here you are having supervised learning is there, unsupervised learning is there, reinforced learning is there. What is meant by supervised neural network? It means, so there is a input, then I'll show you that diagram. I will show you. 1 minute. Suppose this one, you see, input is given, output you are calculating. There is a feedback is there. Let us consider here, whatever the actual output it is generated, if it is compared with the desired target, then error is generated. Then what we will do, we'll give the feedback, we will train our network till error is 0. That's what I have shown in the first slide. Starting here, if I give the input to the model, then output up, if I have applied to some application, if I have a desired target here, unsupervised, supervised, both have the feedback. But the thing is, in the supervised network, there will be a desired target will be there. If you have a desired target here, then actual output will be compared with the desired target. The error will be given as a feedback. Then what we will do, we will train this network till error gets 0. Suppose you take an example, one student is working under you. What we will do, we will give the entire project. And after that, what we will do, we will ask him to do task wise, then module wise, or maybe one section wise. Then after that, what we will do, we will see like how much he has done, what is the amount of outcome he has got, and what is the expectation. So what we will give, we will tell him either it is correct or wrong, and we will tell him, we will guide him in this way you have to do. Here the mistake is, here the error is, you have to adjust this. Like that we will train him. That means if student is working under one faculty, it is called supervised learning. We are supervising the network and we are minimizing the errors. It is called error correction network. Supervised learning is nothing but error correction network. Suppose, what is unsupervised network? Same network, if there is no desired target, it is called so unsupervised is self-organizing network. Suppose you think you are doing the some occasional study, there won't be any guide, there won't be any faculty, you are doing it yourself, you are doing your project, there is no mentor at all. If you don't have any mentor, what you will do, you will get the output value, you don't have any desired target, what you will do, you will train the network till you satisfy. Try to understand. If the output, you got actual output, if it doesn't have any desired target, then what will happen? Then the feedback is available, you are adjusting the network, still you satisfy. That is called self-organizing network. So unsupervised is called self-organizing network. So here you don't know how much error is eliminated, is it correct or not. These are self-organizing network, whereas supervised learnings are error correction networks. There is a third one which is nothing but reinforced learning. The generally reinforced learning no one is using. Reinforced learning is nothing but if faculty is available in the institute, student is somewhere else, COVID situation, then what will happen? He will send some data. He will say like, this is what happened. Even network issues are there. Let us consider. You can't see his model. Let us consider. He has implemented some experimentation. He is implementing somewhere else, not the simulation hardware he is doing. Suppose he will say like, this is what the result. You can give the critic signal. Is the output value correct or not? You will say. You can't, you are unable to say like, let us consider there is a critic signal generator will be there. You will say output is correct or wrong. If you say output is correct or wrong, only critic signal is coming. You are not telling it is positive error or negative error. So student doesn't understand how to adjust also. So if any signal is there, output is, you don't know the desired target, even though desired target is knowing, but they are giving the critic signal only, either output is correct or wrong. Then the person is doing the updation, but the thing is, he will do the updation, but the thing is still the error correction, how he will understand there's a critic signal is either positive error, negative error, he is not telling, he is telling only correct or wrong. So in the reinforced learning, we don't know yes, it is correct or wrong, the answer. Till you get the answer, you have to work only. So that's the reason the best thing is we are going for supervised learning only. Okay, then here we will see. 1 second. Okay. Now you see here in the supervisor network, let us consider supervisor network, what we are doing, classification we are doing and regression we are doing. What it mean? The fraud detection we are doing. That means we are supervising, and image classification we are doing, customer retention we are doing, diagnostics we are doing. So in the supervised network, we know the desired target. That is the reason we are going to do proper classification. How we will do the proper classification? We will do the clustering first. The similar pattern will be clustered together. Try to understand. There is a difference clustering and classification. Before classification, we need to do the clustering. Suppose there are 100 samples are there. What we will do, out of 100 samples, there are 5 degree varieties are there. Then what we will do, the similar patterns will be identified and similar patterns will be clustered together. And after that, it will be classified. So image classification is nothing but, suppose in that images, there are 2 groups are there. Let us male and female. There are 100 members are there. Then what they will do, the image classification, male, female wise, they will do the classification. They will grade it as class 1 and class 2. Am I clear? If you take the institute, the classification will be 3 branches are there, EEE, EC and CSC. Then what we will do, we will make the classification as EEE students, EC students and CSC students. Again, sub classification can be in EEE, the toppers one list, the average students and poor students. So the classification can be done based on what criteria we're considering. So how we will do the help of supervising network, you know the desired target. So we can do the fraud detection can be done, image classification can be done, customer retention, diagnostics can be done. Now coming to the regression, even forecasting can be done. How we will do the load forecasting? Based on the previous data, last 1 week data, last 1 month data, or maybe last 1 year data. Based on the load previously available data, we can do the load forecasting. Okay, forecasting can be possible and prediction can be possible. Even process optimization can be possible and new insights can be possible. With the help of supervised network, all these application can be possible. Now, whereas if I consider unsupervised learning, what is meant by unsupervised learning? It is just self-organizing network. There is no error correction. It is self-organizing unsupervised network. What we will do? Recommended system is here, dimensionally reduction system. It may be big data visualization can be done, feature illustration and structure discovery can be done, and meaningful compression can be done, and even clustering can be done. Here only clustering we are doing. We are doing the similar patterns, grouping together we are doing. We are not doing the classification. So classification, if you are able to do, it is called supervised. Up to clustering, it is unsupervised. Okay, customer segmentation, target marketing, these things can be reinforced learning. Very few application people are doing. Robot navigation, learning the tasks, games, everything can be done with the reinforce. Now these are all applications can be applied. So neural network, if I consider, either it will be supervised or unsupervised, mostly we are considering. If I consider supervised or unsupervised, it can be applied to different architectures we are having. They are single layer feed forward network, single layer feedback network is there, and multi-layer feed forward, multi-layer feedback networks are there. And there are again fixed networks are there are adaptive networks are there, many layer adaptive networks are also there. Okay, now coming to the single layer, what it consists of, you will see. In a single layer feed forward network, there is only two layers. One is input layer, one is output layer. Try to understand single layer feed forward network. The connections are forward connections only. There is x1, x2 and so on, xn values, and only output layer will be there. So there will be a connection from x1, x2, x3, x4 if I consider. Here 1 to 1, W11, W21, W31, W41. So output is nothing but x1 into W11 plus x2 into W21, x3 into W31, x4 into W41. So this is single layer. So output if I want to get, and it depends upon these four networks. What is multi-layer? In the multi-layer neural network, in between input layer and output layer, I'm adding the hidden layers. Try to understand. Earlier I have, this is input layer, this is output layer. This is input, this is output. In between what I'm doing, I'm adding some hidden layers. Why we need to add? Because with this network, if I fail to get, suppose, output, some output I have got. That is considered. This one, if I consider, it is a supervised network. What it will do? Inputs are given, output I have calculated. From here, activation function will be given. If net is greater than theta, output is calculated. The output, actual output value compared with the desired target. Now what we will do? We will give the learning interference will be connected. We will adjust the weights. If I adjust the weight till maximum weights I have adjusted, the error is not minimized. What I need to do? Either I need to add bias value. That's what I have showed you here. So inputs I had given, net is greater than theta, activation output is calculated. This output is compared with the desired target, and we will give weight updation. These weights are fully updated, even output is not minimized. What we will do, we will add some bias function. Even we can do this bias adjustment also. This is called adaptive network. Even with this one also not possible. What we will do, there is a learning constant eta. With the eta also we can adjust and we will see. With that also not possible. So first we are adjusting the weights W1 to Wn. Next we are adjusting the bias functions. After that we are adjusting the scaling factor eta. With that eta also not possible. Then we are going for multi-layer perceptrons. So in between these structures, we can add some hidden layers. Why hidden layer we are calling? We can see the input layer, we can see the output layer. We can't see the middle layers. That's the reason it is called hidden layer. Now how it is? X1, X2, X3, X4. This is W11, W12, W13, W21, 22, 2, 3. 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3. Now, if I consider y1, y2, y3, this is v if I consider. This y1 into v11, y2 into v22, y3 into v33. Now, even you can consider, if suppose here more number of neurons are there, these things will be connected here also. So now suppose output I have calculated. Now you see, I'll show you feedback network later. This is just feed forward network. These two are feed forward. In the feed forward network, there is no, if I consider input is given, output I am calculating. In the feed forward network, there is no error elimination. It is like a open loop system. Single layer feed forward or multi-layer feed forward networks are just like a control system, open loop system. Single layer feed forward or multi-layer feed forward networks are open loop systems. There is no error correction block. Okay, so if there is any error, to minimize that error, I need error correction block. That's why we are moving for feedback. Is it clear? Just for your understanding, I have told you, I have explained earlier, but single layer feed forward is, it is purely open loop system. Even multi-layer feed forward also, it is open loop system only. Coming to the single layer feedback is closed loop system, multi-layer also closed loop. Now, the structure we have taken, same, I want to show. Even I can increase n number of hidden layers. Input layer, output layer, if the structures, even hidden layers can be 2 or 3 can be adjusted. Now you see, in a single layer feed forward network, how it will be, see x1 into w11, x2 into w21, x3 into w31, x4 into w41, y1, y2, y3, y4 will be calculated. After calculating y1, y2, y3, y4, it will be compared with the theta. Then output will be generated. This will be compared with theta 2. Output will be generated. This one will be compared with theta n. Output will be calculated. Here the drawback with the single layer feed forward network is, even the output error is there, with the feed forward network we can't eliminate the error. That's why we will go for feedback and we will adjust the weights, we will make it error 0. Now here for easiness what I am doing, so this error, how we will get W matrix is 1 1 1 2 1 R, 2 1 2 2 2 R, n1 n2 nr. This is W4 by 4 size. In the same way, here 1 1 1 2 1 R, 2 1 2 2 2 R, S1 S2 SR. So this weight matrix is, this entire thing is replaced with a weight matrix, P with weight matrix. Second one is, if you observe here, this is extra the bias. So all the input neurons are replaced with W network. This is entire thing is replaced with W. 112 1R, 212 2R, S12 SR. Now bias functions are 1 to K I have taken. So this W network, S by R network, and B function has taken. Suppose you have R inputs are there, then S by R, W will get. B is nothing but bias values. Both are connected here, output will be calculated. I hope you understand. So inputs is there, input layer, output layer. Here, earlier example, what I have shown you, these 4 neurons applied to single application. If I consider for, this is multiple input, single output. If I consider for layer is one only, in between input and output layer is one. But number of neurons or input neurons are, suppose xn neurons are there, only single application it is working. Okay, single application it is working. But here there are n neurons are there. I want to go for n number of applications. N neurons are there. Suppose m outputs are there. I want to go for m applications. So it is connected to some P, Q, theta, delta, whatever it may be. So suppose if I want to control n number of applications, what I am doing? So I am trying to consider different, even though single layer is there in between, but output neurons, I can consider different entities. Here different activation functions can be considered. We can control n number of applications can be controlled. If I consider output of single neuron, only single application it can be used. If I consider m number of neurons, so m number of different activation function can be taken, m number of applications can be used. This is with single layer feed forward network with multiple outputs. Here single output, here also single output I have considered. Even though two layers I have considered, only applying for single application. But here I'm applying for multiple application. Applications are multiple, controlling factors are multiple, but it is single layer. Here output applications are 2 parameters. Here 4 parameters I am controlling. Here output I am controlling only 2 parameters with 2 different layers. Now you see multi-layer feed-forward network. What I will do, this is also feed-forward only. What I am doing, just I am finding out the output value in feed-forward. I am not doing any error correction. Just I am finding output value. Now here what will be there? Input neurons are there. Summation I have found out. Then bias values. So first layer I have calculated. This is the hidden layer value. Then output value. What I am doing? P1 into W11, P2 into W21, P3 into W31, Pk into Wk1. One value I got plus B1 will be greater than F1, output will come. This value into this. Now in the same way, P1 into 1, 2, P2 into 2, 2, P3 into 3, 2, Pk into K2 plus B2. If it is greater than F dash, then output is generated. That value A2 dash, now here if I want, A1 dash into B11, A2 dash into B22, AK dash into this one. If it is plus B1, if it is greater than this F2, then output is generated. Now A12 will be A12 into, suppose T if I take, A12 into T11, A22 into T22, AN or AK into this value. So now what we are doing, these values are summation we are doing plus activation function value. If this net value is greater than this function, then output is generated. In the same way, this activation function plus this bias value greater than F dash, then second one is generated. In the same way, kth one plus bias value, this will be generated. After generating, now it is what we will do. A1 value, A2 into this weight, AK into this weight. Now summation plus second bias value. If it is greater than this F2 value, output is generated. In the same way, greater than this value, A22 will be generated. AK2 will be generated. Now finally, this value is nothing but this value into this value into this value plus B13. Output is generated. Now whatever the output is generated, even though you have the desired target, here there is no feedback. In the multi-layer feed-forward network, there is no feedback. I can find out the output values, but I don't know the error correction. So to avoid that, we are moving to feedback networks. See, this is simplification. W network we have written here. Second one, third one, the bias values are written. This is a simplification of 3 layers. Now, so feed forward, what we can do, we can increase the network and we can find out the output. So even it is not even unsupervised network. Yes, we are finding out it is a open loop system. Feed forward, single layer, feed forward, multi-layer, both are just open loop systems. Now coming to the, so for correcting the error, we need the closed loop system. That's the reason what we are considering input after calculating the output with a delay. If you observe here, with a delay, I'm connecting here. Second neuron will be connected to second bunch. Third one, nth one will be connected to nth bunch. Try to understand. Inputs are there, output I have calculated. Second one, second output. Third one, third output. Here one is missing. After calculating output, there is a desired target will be there. Then error will be calculated. Then we will adjust. If desired target is not there, it will be unsupervised. Even unsupervised network feedback will be there. Supervised network feedback will be there. If there is no desired target, even we will adjust. If there is a desired target, it's there. So perfectly error correction can be done. But at a time, I should not adjust. With a unit delay, I need to consider. Why to consider? I will tell you. Suppose here error is there. Here there is no error. Here there is no error. Then what I will do? Only O1 I want to adjust. Let us consider. So X1, what are all the elements connected here? Only these 3 elements will be adjusted. Try to understand. I should not do the batch processing. Suppose earlier, let us consider only all neurons are there. If it is single neuron is there, if I want to make it as a feedback network, all the neurons together can be adjusted. Only single output is there. Let us consider. Try to understand. If I want to make it as a feedback network, only single output is there. Then all the neurons can be adjusted at a time. But here, try to understand. Here there are m number of outputs are there. I should not do the batch processing. I should do individually. O1 error, based on O1 error, W11, W12, W1m will be adjusted accordingly. If I want to eliminate the O2 error, I need to adjust 12, 22, N2. If I want to adjust mth value, M1, M2, Mn should be adjusted. You should not adjust it all together. If I want O1 value, the neurons which are connected here, it should be adjusted. W11, 12, sorry, W111, sorry, 21, notation is wrong. 11, 21, N1. And here, this one, if I want to adjust, 12, 22, N2. I hope you understood. So what we will do, input is there, some network is there, then with a delay we are doing, why we are doing with a delay, first we will understand how much it is. Then after that, next one, after that, third one. So what we have, so till now what we have discussed, ANN is nothing but it is a massively parallel distributed network which learns the data from the environment, stores it and delivers whenever required. So we have two networks are there, one is BNN and ANN. So we are replacing BNN with the ANN. So what BNN we are having? Sensory organs, central nervous system, motor organ. With the sensory organs, we are learning the data. With the central nervous system, what we are doing? We are storing the data. With receptor, with the effectors, motor organs, this we are delivering the data either to the continuous process or through the feedback system. Okay. Then after that, what we are doing? We have replaced that with the neural network. The neural network now, what we are doing? There are inputs are there. Every input will have node will have some particular weight. Then x1 into w1, x2 w2, and so on xn wn we did. That summation block will be what we are doing. It is summation will be done. If it is greater than theta, then output will be calculated. Otherwise, less than theta, output will not be generated. Here there are two types of structures are there, either supervised or unsupervised. Supervised means error correction network. We are adjusting the data till it nullifies. If it is unsupervised in the sense self-organizing network, just we are adjusting the network till you satisfy. But reinforced is there won't be any desired target. They will say critic signal output is correct or wrong. Then as per the critic you are adjusting, you don't know either it is positive error or negative error. So that's the reason we are going with either supervised or unsupervised. Now coming to the structures, then there's some examples we have seen, some applications. Then coming to the structures, feed forward structures are there, feedback structures are there. In the feed forward, single layer, multi-layer is there. Feed forward is purely open loop. Feedback is, it is a closed loop system. Okay, with a unit delay we will consider. Now there is a Macaulay-Pitts algorithm is there. With that one, we can design a logic gates. Now you see, olden days, there was a fixed activation functions they have taken. So it was not adaptive in nature. Macaulay-Pitts 1943 has developed this algorithm. So that time, so there he has considered two activation functions. Inbuilt strong activation function he has considered. So two inputs I am considering, x1, x2, x1 with w1, x2 with w2. x1 plus w1 plus x2 w2 minus of theta 1. Inbuilt one activation extra function he has considered to make the system robust. Okay, and there is a connection. You can see here. You can see here. The summation block is there. Here itself, one more activation function he has taken to make it robust. And there is a connection between that one. There is a threshold function. Okay, x1 w1 plus x2 w2. Here minus theta 1 into of this buffer function into a. When the connection is there, it should be multiplied with either 1 is there into 1. You have to consider. And here minus theta 2. So output function is, how we are considering output function is x1 w1 plus x2 w2 minus theta 1 whole value into this buffer, whatever it may be, a minus theta 2. This is the output. Now what we are doing with the help of neural networks, now we are going to design logic gates. So AND, OR, NAND, NOR, XOR, XNOR, how to do, we will see. So now it is how it is looks like. AX plus BY plus C form is a straight line equation. So in the straight line equation, I am dividing the entire region into two halves. One is output may be high, output may be low. In the digital electronics, you are knowing if I'm taking two input network 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, so for that combination you consider AND gate or OR gate, whatever it may be, XOR XNOR gate. Sometimes you will get output is high, output is low. There are two classes I'm having. One time output is high, another time output is low. So I will try to make based on output which is 1, it is a class 1, output 0, class 2 I will take. So with a straight line I need to segregate that. So now my motto is, there is a same neural network is there based on changing W1, W2 values. X1, X2 is fixed, 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 is fixed. But by considering W1, W2, theta 1, A, theta 2, by fixing these values, same structure will act as one time AND gate, same structure will act as OR gate, same structure will act as OR, NAND, NOR gates also. Try to understand. So I need to fix W1, W2, theta 1, theta 2 values in such a way that I should get AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, NOR gate. Okay, we'll see. Now the first one, as you know, AND gate is input both are high, then only will get output high, A into B. If input is any one of the input is low, output is low. I hope you understand. Any of the input is 0, output is 0. Both the inputs are high, 1, then only will get output is high. Am I clear? So now if I consider my network, it should satisfy this logic. You see clearly. One I will explain you. Other things, be ready with the pen and paper. You have to solve. You have to give the logic at least. That means you learn something I can understand. Now x1 w1 plus x2 w2 minus theta 1 into A minus theta 2. Okay. Now what I am doing, if I consider w1 is 1, okay, w1 is 1, w2 is 1. What will happen? x1 into 1 plus x2 into 1 minus theta 1 I am considering 0 into A I am considering 1, then theta 2 I am considering 1. Try to understand. W1 is 1, W2 1, theta 1 0, A is 1. And one more thing I want to tell you, in the initial stages, when they have considered the network, either it will be 0 or 1 they have considered, or minus 1. So for my network, I need to consider either 0, 1 or minus 1 only. After that, adaptive networks, they have considered 0.5 like that. But initially they have designed the logic gates with the help of only digital values, either 0 or 1 or minus 1. If it is less than 0, that means minus 1, minus 2 comes gate, then it is considered as 0. If it is greater than 1, if the network comes, then it should be treated as 1. Greater than 1, it will be 1. Less than 0, it is treated as 0, the digital electronics values. And here one more thing, here what I'm going to do, I'm going to find out a straight line equation. I'm going to find out a straight line equation which satisfies these values. So if I put W1 is equal to 1, W2 equal to 1, theta 1 is 0, A is equal to 1, theta 2 is equal to 1. What will happen? X1 W1 plus X2 W2 minus theta 1 into A minus theta 2. What will happen? X1 into 1, X2 into 1, minus 0, whole bracket into 1, minus 1. What is happening? X1 plus X2 minus 1. Now, if I put, this is X1 and X2. If I put 0 and 0, what will happen? If I put 0, 0, I'm getting minus 1, okay, which is less than 0. So I will get 0. If I put 0 and 1 combination, 0, 1 combination, I will get directly 0. If I put 1 and 0 combination, I will get 0. If I put 1, 1 combination, I will get 1. Try to understand. In that output equation, if x1, x2 values are 0, 0, then output is 0 plus 0 minus 1. Minus 1 is less than 0, so output is 0. If I put either 0, 1 or 1, 0 combination, what will happen? Output I am directly getting 0. If I put 1, 1 combination, so if I able to design my network in this way equation, now I have considered weights are 1 and 1. Theta 1 is 0 I consider. Now same straight line equation I can get for different values. How? Theta 1 you consider 1, A you consider maybe minus 1, W1 you consider minus 1, W2 you consider minus 1, and theta 2 0 you consider, you will get the equation. So it's up to you you need to give the W1, W2, theta 1 A and theta 2 values, but your output equation should be x1 plus x2 minus 1. Try to understand. For the output equation of x1 plus x2 minus 1, you will get the design of AND gate. Okay. You will get AND gate. 1 second. Sorry. Sorry. Now I am audible. No? See, now what I am doing for designing AND gate, first I should know the straight line equation. Okay, to design this straight line equation, I have considered W1, W2, theta, theta 2, A values are like this. Now you have the freedom. In between 0, 1, minus 1 only you need to select. You get the equation. How it is? You may consider minus 1, and here it is maybe 1. And here it may be 0, A values minus 1 or 1. With this combination, permutation and combination, you should get this. With these values, you will get the network. Now, this is for AND gate. Next one we will see an AND gate. For an AND gate, whenever one input is low, output is high. If both are high, then output is 0. This is inverse. Can anyone give the equation? Same equation. This should be there. Excuse me. In chat box, I'm expecting the equation for NAND gate here. Give me equation for NAND gate.
Minus x1 minus x2 plus 1.
And W1, W2 values? W1, W2, A and theta 1, theta 2. How much, sir? Minus x1, minus x2?
Minus 1.
Minus x1, minus x2? Can you please solve? Others? Just 2 minutes time I will give you. Give me the equation which gives NAND gate. Please. Joseph sir. Joseph sir. Sir, who answers the queries now? You can give them one more certificate if possible, like who are the active participant, like that you can give, sir. It's my request.
Okay, sir. We'll give.
You try to give. Let them answer. Otherwise, it goes in vain. Let them answer.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I expect answers from you. 2 minutes I give time. You are the faculty, I believe. I expect the answer. Then I understood that like I have reached you. Then you can say, no, excellent teaching. Can you give me equation, sir? Someone.
Minus x1 minus x2 plus theta 2.
Plus?
Theta 2.
Okay, plus 1, someone has given it is wrong, sir. 124. Plus 1, if you put na 0, 0, you are getting 1, 0, 1, 0 you will get na, sir. So minus x1, minus x2.
Minus x2. Minus x1 minus x2 plus theta 2.
Plus 2 is correct. Plus 2 is correct. Yes, that is true. So minus x1 minus x2 plus 2 is correct. If I put 0, 0, what will happen? Sorry. If I put 0, 0, I will get plus 2, which is greater than 1. So output is 1. So what is the number, madam? Your number? Who is answered? ID number, madam.
96, sir.
96. Okay. Madam, you note that HOD, madam. Okay. 0 and 1 combination, if I take, output I am getting 1. 1, 0 combination, if I put 1, I am getting 1, 1 combination, if I put 0. Oh, sorry. 1 on, sorry, here wrong. I have written. Sorry. 1 minute. It is 0. It is 0. But typo error it is. Sorry. Okay. Fine, na? So what I did, so W1 I am keeping 1, W2 I am keeping 1, theta 1 is 0, A I am putting instead of minus 1, 1 I am putting, theta 2, 1 I am taking. So what will happen x1, sorry, undergate, na? Sorry, 1, 1, theta 1 is earlier 0, now it is 1 I am taking. Earlier, actually I have put 1, now here I have put minus 1, theta 2 is minus 1. So I got minus x1 minus x2 plus 2. If I put 0, 0, 2 I am getting, which is greater than 1, so 1. 0, 1 combination I am getting 1, 1, 0 combination 1 I am getting, 0, 0 combination 0 I am getting. So the NAND gate is satisfied. Now OR gate. Coming to the OR gate, for both are low, output is low. Any high, output should be high. Same network, which should give same network, it should give the output value. Can you tell me equation? I want equation for OR gate. Can we solve with neural networks or not? Give me OR gate equation. Now permutation combination later you can do. Theta 1, theta 2 values, replacing, solving, that can be done. W1, W2 values I don't want. 1, 0 combination you will get that equation. I want the equation for OR gate. Sir, minus x1 minus x2 is wrong. 13 it is wrong. Minus x1 minus x2 it is wrong. X1 plus x2 plus 1 also wrong. If you put 0, 0, it will be 1, na, madam, or someone, Anant Kumar Sahu. X1 plus x2 plus 1 is wrong. 0, 0 minus 1. Okay, 0. It is also wrong. X1 plus x2 minus 1 also wrong. 0, 0, if I put what? Think and write at least. You're playing like students. OR gate. Yes. Yes. 124. It is correct. X1 plus x2. Who is 124? It is correct. Now, it should be x1 plus x2. How it is? If I put 0, 0, it is 0. 0, 1 if I put 1. 1, 0 if I put 1. 1, 1 combination 2 if I put greater than 1. So it is 1. I hope you understand. 0, 0 combination 0. 0, 1 combination 1. 1, 0 combination 1. 1, 1 combination it is 2 which is greater than 1. So output is 1. So, and W1 if I keep 1, same. What I did for all 4, I have considered W1, W2, 1 only I have considered. I have not considered minus 1. So for you it will be easy, I thought. So W1, W2, 1 only I kept. Theta 1, 1 I put. Theta 1, 1 I have put. A 1 I have put. Theta 2, minus 1 I have put. By I got x1 plus x2. So same network, by changing W1, W2 also fixed I did. By changing theta 1, theta 2 values. That's what I want to tell you. By changing activation function values, it is giving a OR gate. Earlier also what I did, earlier also same. W1, W2 values were fixed. 1 only. By changing theta 1, theta 2, it is acting as an AND gate. Here also, by changing theta 1, theta 2 values, it is acting as AND gate. That means the threshold function values will play a major role in designing the neural network applications. So same network, it acts as an AND gate, NAND gate, OR gate we did. Next, NOR gate. NOR gate, 0 0 combination 1, 0 1 combination, 1 0 1 1 combination should be 0. Can you tell me equation? Please answer. I want for NOR gate. X1 plus X2 minus 1. Minus X1 minus, what is that? Minus X1 minus X2 minus 1. No. If I put 0 0 minus 1 0 1.
Sir, minus x1 minus x2 plus 1.
Who is that number, sir?
Sir, 18.
18. Minus X1 minus X2
Plus 1.
Okay. Yes, that is true. Correct. That is true. So if I put 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1, it is 0. 1 1 combination also it is 0. Okay. What happened? Is it clear? Now NAND gate, NOR gate, everything we have done. Now, can you do for XOR gate? Can you give the equation for XOR gate? Anyone? Can you give equation for XOR gate? So NAND, NOR and OR we have done. Can you do for XOR? XOR gate. Madam, Lakshmi Madam, you give certificate for 18 only. First who has answered, that person only you have to give, not to the others who answered after.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Please be mind.
Okay.
Don't mind. XOR gate. How it is XOR gate? 0 0 1 1 combination. It is 0. 0 1 1 0 combination. It is of 1. Okay. Either both are low, both are high, it is 0. 0 1 or 1 0. Anyone is low. X1 minus X2. Indumati. Can you tell me 0 0 how much it will? Not this application. XOR gate. I am asking about XOR gate. Madam, if XOR gate, if anyone gives na, you can give outstanding student, madam.
Okay, sir.
Isha madam.
Okay.
It's not possible. No one can answer, I'm sure. Not 109, 110 members, no one can answer, I will assure. XR, XNR, equation. If they give outstanding, you can give.
Okay.
Sir, out of 110, no one has taken neural networks class, subject. Okay. Sir, don't try. It's not possible. Is it fine? Did you try? Who has given 124? Minus 0, 0 combination, minus only you are getting, na? 0, 1, 1, 0 combination. 0, 1 combination, you should get 1, na? 0, 1, 1, 0 combination 1 you should get. How you will get minus if it is there?
x1 plus x2 into x1 x2.
Can you show that in a diagrammatical way? How can you design it? Madam, you have the output equation. Try to understand. You have the output equation x1 w1 plus x2 w2 minus theta 1 into a minus theta 2. This is the actual equation you are having. Okay. Okay. In this equation only, you can't replace the circuit. Till now what we did, NAND gate, NOR gate, AND gate, OR gate with the same structure we did. We have not changed the structure. We have changed only values, W1, W2, theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, theta 2 values. Understood? You should not change the structure. For the same structure, can it be possible or not? This is single straight line equation. With a single straight line equation, can you able to get XOR gate? Okay. There is a linear separability problem is there. With this, why we are moving to multi-layer perceptron is, sir, please don't try. Unless we will waste plus 30 na. What it is. Sir, don't try, you leave it. See, here it is a single straight line equation. When you consider, no, don't try, leave it, sir, leave it. It is not possible, I'm telling you. Single layer perceptron model, it is used for only linear separable problems. If it is linear inseparable, you can't solve it. Reason, I will tell you. Suppose there are two classes are there, class A, class B. Linearly if you are separable, A and B. It is non-linear problems. Now I will show you the examples, why it is possible, why not. Okay, 1 second. Now you see, AND gate I have considered. Listen carefully. Try to understand. Listen carefully. AND gate I have considered. The x1, x2 I have considered. Output is there. It is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 is there. If I have designed a straight line in such a way that it will cut the equation here. The below boundary, it belongs to one class. Above boundary belongs to another class. So 1, 1 is one class. That's what I told you. So I'm dividing entire regions into two halves with output is high and output is low. Now this is output high is belongs to class 1. Low is belongs to second class. So low what it consists of 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 should be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 should be below. And 1, 1 should be another side. So if I segregate the network into two classes, this is class 1, this is class 2. Okay. So with the help of my straight line equation, whatever AND gate I am having, this is my straight line equation. What it is? With the help of this equation, x1 plus x2 minus 1, what I am doing, I am able to segregate the entire section into two halves. It can be divided into two classes. Now, OR gate you take. OR gate is, this is class 1, this is class 2. 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 is belongs to class 1. 0, 0 is class 2. Same with NAND gate and NOR gate. Then coming to the next, you take this way. Now where the class comes 1 0 0 1. Now you draw anywhere in the line. Try to understand. It is 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 is there. Now draw one straight line. You take pen and paper, draw one straight line. Anywhere, here you draw, either here you draw, here you draw, here you draw. Anywhere you cut the section into two halves. Is it possible to segregate 0 1 1 0 should be one class, 0 0 1 1 should be one class? Am I clear? 1 0 0 1 should be in one class, because for XOR gate, for 1 0 0 1 only output is 1. For 0 0 1 1 it is 0. So if I segregate the section, I should get 1 0 0 1 should be in one section, 0 0 1 1 should be one section. Now draw any of the anywhere in the this graph and segregate 0 0 1 1 and 1 0 0 1. Is it possible? Am I clear? Now you take XOR is 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 I have taken. So 0 1 1 0 combination, it should be one class, another should be second class. So what I did, with the help of two straight line equations, now here one straight line, here another straight line, in between the area one class, outside area second class. So if I take more than one layer, then XOR XNOR is possible. Am I clear? With the singular perceptron, linear separability can be done. Non-linear separability, whenever non-linear comes, you have to go with multi-layer. So with the help of multi-layer, how it can be done? Here you see, in the multi-layer, here one equation will come, here second equation will come. Here first equation, this is the second equation. If you want more, what can be done? There are two layers if I take in the middle. First layer, second layer. If I increase the hidden layers more, somewhere I have shown diagram. Here one layer, second layer, third layer. So three equations you will get, different equation. This is one straight line, this is second straight line equation, this is third straight line equation. So if we have more number of hidden layers, then more number of these equations can come. So with the help of two straight line equations, with the help of two straight line equation, area below one class, area after will be another class. So that's the reason for non-linear separable problems, we are moving to XOR and XNOR. Clear? So that's what linear separability is. Here if I segregate, it is acts as AND gate, other side, it is AND gate, this is OR gate. XOR, here one is there. It is not possible. So only possibility is by considering more number of the equations. How would you will get more equations? By considering multi-layer perceptrons. So we are going for hidden layers. So to get multiple layers, that's it. So this is what. So for XOR XNOR, the multiple layer we will go. This is class B. These two are class A's. I hope you understand. Now next. So till now what we have discussed, single layer feed forward network, single layer network with design of AND, OR, NAND, NOR we have seen. Multi-layer perceptron, we can do the XOR gate, we can do. XNOR can be done. Now sometimes what will happen with the feedback we are using, there is a concept called error back propagation. Without any feedback, internal link only, we can do the feedbacking operation. So now if I do the feedback also, multi-layer feedback network, if I consider, how we will do is, suppose this one only you consider, this is feed forward. If I want to do feedback, then feedback connection can be given. All these neurons at a time can be adjusted. If I do, this is if I consider feedback network, let us consider, then all the neurons are adjusted here first. Then here if I want to adjust A1, A2, A3, this one, these neurons will be adjusted. For A2, 3, these neurons will be adjusted, which are connected here. For AN, these neurons will be adjusted. Try to understand. First I will adjust these weights, next these weights, after that these weights. Okay, but whereas that means for a normal feedback system, first I am adjusting input to hidden layer weights, next I will adjust hidden layer to output layer. From starting I will come. Whereas feedback error back propagation, normal feedback systems, first input layer to hidden layer I will adjust, next hidden layer to output layer I will adjust. Whereas comes to Comes to error back propagation, what we will do, first input layer, here this one will be find out hidden layer, here second hidden layer, here these the values will be found out, then output layer weights will be found out, then here we'll compare with the desired target, then error will be generated. Now this error will be propagated back. Now first we will adjust output layer to hidden layer weights will be adjusted first. If it is not possible, then only we will go from hidden layer to input layer weights. So the connection, more number of connections, that wise complexity can be reduced with error back propagation. With error back propagation, what you are doing, we are propagating the back the error. We are doing back propagation of error. We are adjusting first output layer to hidden layer weights. Then after that, we are going back to the input layer weights, like hidden layer to input layer weights. Normal feedback system should be reverse. Like we are coming here, adjusting these things. Then after that, adjusting these things. Then we are doing this. Okay. And here, next one. There is a concept of counter propagation network. At a time, I have multiple applications are there. There is a counter propagation network is there. There are two types of counter propagation networks are there. Feed forward only CPN, full CPN is there. First, I will show you forward only CPN. This is counter propagation network, forward only CPN. What is meant by forward only CPN? Input is given. Here it consists of two layers. One is of Kohanen layer, second one is Grossberg layer. What is Kohanen layer? Kohanen is unsupervised network. Grossberg is supervised network. First, what I will do, I will give all the values in unsupervised network. What we are doing, we will find out y1. Sorry, this is, let us consider x is input, y is output. If I consider this is z1, you take z1, z2, zm. So z1 I have calculated, z2 I have calculated, z3 I have calculated. If it's an unsupervised network, I don't have desired target. So in the unsupervised network, how to find out the output value? It is nothing but unsupervised network is nothing but competitive learning network. What is mean? That inner taker or competition network or competitive learning. In the competitive learning, why they had given name is, in a competition, if 10 members are participating, then what will happen? Out of which only one winner will be there. Who gives the best performance? In the same way, in unsupervised network, after training n neurons, which gives the maximum value of output, that will be treated as 1. Remaining all are zeros. Am I clear? In unsupervised network, Kohanen layer is unsupervised network. We will train some 3 neurons you have trained. You have taken inputs from all the neurons. You got Z1, Z2, Z3. Z1 some value you got, Z2 some value you got, Z3 some value you got. Out of which single neuron will be taken as the winning neuron, because it is an unsupervised network. If it is supervised network, all can be taken, but is unsupervised network, only one neuron will be highlighted. So maximum of Z1, Z2, Z3, among which one is the maximum value giving, that neuron will be a winner. From there, output will be given. Now here, there is a desired target will be there. The error will be adjusted. So here there is no error adjustment. Here what we are doing, here feedback error adjustment we are doing. Here only self-organizing way we can do the adjustment, but we will find out only maximum. We don't know the desired target. So among which gives the best performance, it is a winner. But this is a winner. These are all are zeros. This is also 0. And only this network will be highlighted. Now y0, y1, ym, y3 will be z2 into z21. This one, v21. z2 into v21, v22. z2 into v23. z2 into v24. Like that we will consider. Or v20, v21, v22, v23 into z2. These things will be zeros because Kohanen layer is unsupervised network, so it will be 0 and output will be taken. Okay. If both supervised defeated, then these all values will come. So counter propagation network, first we are considering unsupervised network. We are finding the winner. From there, output will be taken. Now, this is now supervised network. Okay. In the supervised network, what we will do, output is compared with the desired target, error will be calculated. Now it will be adjusted here. Only this neuron will be adjusted if y0 is not equal, or this neuron or this neuron. This is forward only network. Now you see here, this is counter propagation full network. How we are doing? Two networks are there. Now earlier you can see from x to y we are going, z middle we are calculating, we are going here. Now what I am doing, there are two inputs are coming to the z. From x it is coming, from y it is coming, this winner we will calculate. From there output y dash, x dash we are calculating. Try to understand. Input to the Z neuron is x1, y1, z is a Cohen layer. Z, y dash, x dash is a Grossberg layer. What it mean? This is x1, y1, z1 is a combination of unsupervised network. Z1, y1 dash is a supervised network. Z, x dash is a supervised network. How we will do first? There are two phases of training is there. x1 into w11 plus xi into wi1, xn into w this one plus y1 into v11, yk into vk1, ym into vk1. So z value will be based on x into value, xi into value, and xn into value, y1 into value, yk into value, ym into value. So z is calculated. Zj is x1 into w1j, xi into wij, xn into wnj. Then second one is y1 into v1j, yk into vkj, ym into vmj will be calculated. In the same way, p, x1 into w1p, xi into wip, xn into wip. So now plus these values. Now what we will do, z is nothing but a combination of sigma x into w plus sigma v into y. So that means what we are doing, this is w networks. Let us you consider x into this value, y into this value. Now what we will do, after clustering z1, z2, zn, this unsupervised network will find out one winner. So from there, this is unsupervised network, Cohen layer. From any of the network, remaining all are zeros. From any of the network, y1 dash, yk dash, ym dash will be taken. This will be 1. x1 dash, xi dash, xn dash will be taken. Now these are supervised networks. Actual output is calculated. It connected with the desired target. Then error is there. Only these values which are connected here only adjusted. And that too, you remember, this value potential will become 0. This potential will become 0. Only J network will be of value. So if I want to adjust x1, this ZJ network which is connected, that value will be adjusted. If I want I, only ZJ which is connected to JI, this element will be adjusted. If I want this network xn value, only this element will be adjusted. In the same way here, only these elements. Remaining elements will be 0. Try to understand in full CPN, it is very easy. Two inputs I am taking. I am calculating one winner. From that winner only one, remaining all values are zeros. From that only I will take the output value. There is a different desired targets, different activation functions are there, different desired targets will be there. So the error is there, only elements which are connected to this one will be adjusted. If I want this change, only elements connected to this will be adjusted. So it is called full CPN. Okay. So in forward only CPN, what we did, inputs are given, Z I have calculated, here input I had given, ZJ, input, ZM. In forward only CPN, one neuron will be highlighted. This is, then only from there will be considered. Okay. Now, one example we will see predictive controller, how we will do. Now, if I want to design a neural network which is equivalent with my plant, what I need to do? For a plant, input and output I know, try to understand. If I consider a plant, I know the input value, I know the output value. Am I clear? Same input will be given to my neural network model. I will design one neural network. Same input will be given to neural network. It is connected to output. So this is my desired target. This is my actual output. Try to understand, one plant is there. For a plant, input is I know, output I know. These are the exact values. Neural network model I am designing. Same input I had given. Some actual output I got. Now I will compare this actual output with this plant output value. Error I got. Now I will do the adjustment. It is called predictive control. How it is? This process, a system or sample is there, and number of inputs are there. Output value I have calculated. Okay. If suppose again here instead of single output, there are two outputs are there. There can be n number of outputs. Then what I will do? Same inputs I have given to neural network. Y1. This Y1 output will be compared. This error will be adjusted. Now Y2, This y2 will be compared, output is adjusted. Then yn, this yn of this one will be taken and it will be adjusted. Am I clear? I have a plant. I want to plant identification. One neural network I have designed first. Input output mapping I will do. It is called forward plant identification. So first input I had given, output I will calculate. I will compare the plant output with the actual output value. Then error is generated. The learning algorithm will adjust the weights and I will try to get the y1, y1 cap will be equal, y2, y2 cap will be equal, yn, yn cap will be equal. Like that, I will adjust my weights. So this is what the processing input output mapping I am doing this way. There is an inverse plant identification also possible. How it is? First, I will give input as y. Then error detector will be here in the input. This is input output mapping. Output input mapping also possible. Output I will give as an input. Output first I will give. Then input I will calculate. That inverse plant identification also possible. So design of mobile robot control. Some examples are there. One controller is there. Neuro controller I have taken. The learning algorithm output I have taken same. It may be different applications can be applied. Same controller output I have taken. Then learning algorithm we are controlling this way. Then this is possible. Okay. Thank you. So you can replace different controllers. There are some examples are there. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Any queries? If you want any concept is not clear, I can explain you. So based on here, what I want to say is ANN is constructed with the help of BNN. We are replacing with the ANN. Single layer will be there, multi-layer will be there, open loop system will be there. There is a feedback systems will be there, open loop as well as closed loop systems. In open loop systems, we are finding out just output values. The mostly closed loop systems are considered. I need to find out the error detection. So for that error detection, what I am doing, I'm calculating the output value. I'm minimizing the error by changing the weights. Suppose in the single layer perceptron, if I consider it is a feedback, I'm adjusting this. With this adjustment, if it is not possible, then bias values I will add. So next bias values also I will adjust. If it is not possible, learning constant I will change. With that also not possible, then I will go with multi-layer feed forward network. With that also not possible, feedback I am doing. With single hidden layer it is not possible, multiple hidden layers will be taken. Okay. And there are, and when doing the feedback, you have to remember the delay can be considered. Okay, these are the design of AND gate, OR gate, NAND and NOR gate values, and XOR can be possible with that one. This is counter propagation network, and these are some examples. Thank you.